So this is pretty exciting. Owlcat Games just announced their next big CRPG, Warhammer 40K Dark Heresy. This was revealed at the Warhammer 2025 Skulls event, which took place on 22nd of May and covers upcoming Warhammer game releases. And honestly, it looks really promising. They also dropped news that Rogue Trader is getting another season of DLC Lex Imperialis coming out in June. That's going to be interesting. But for now, let's stick to Dark Heresy. So in this one, we'll be playing as an inquisitorial agent investigating the Calixis sector. It's based on the tabletop RPG, just like Rogue Trader, so it'll probably have some adaptations to fit a video game format. If I had to guess why Owlcat went with Dark Heresy, it's probably because the rule set is similar to Rogue Trader, so it makes sense as a next step. Just like how Wrath of the Righteous improved on Kingmaker, I think this game will refine and build on what Rogue Trader started. Expect a party-based, story-driven CRPG with turn-based combat, which they already confirmed on Steam. Oh, and online co-op from Rogue Trader is sticking around, so that's great for multiplayer fans. One of the main mechanics in Dark Heresy is investigation. You'll be interrogating suspects, making tough decisions, and uncovering conspiracies, which sounds like it'll be a huge part of the game. As an Inquisitor, your mission is hunting down heresies, and a major focus of the story involves the Night Lords and the Tyrant Star. The Tyrant Star is basically a black dwarf that shows up in the Calixis sector, and whenever it does, things get really bad. It's seen as a harbinger of chaos, so yeah, this is going to be a big piece of the story. You won't be alone though. Owlcat teased several companions, including a medic, a guardsman, an Ogren shock trooper, and here's the really surprising part. Xenos companions are in the game. The Inquisition almost never works with non-humans, but much like Rogue Trader, this game looks like it'll explore that moral dilemma. Also, there will be full voice acting. Owlcat's been hinting at this for a while, but they officially confirmed that this will be their first fully voiced CRPG. As I mentioned earlier, Dark Heresy is staying fully turn-based, just like Rogue Trader. That's not surprising, but Owlcat did highlight a couple of key differences. Two big things they mentioned. You can target enemy weak points. Morale is handled individually instead of as a party-wide system. So in Rogue Trader, they had the momentum system, which worked kind of like team morale, affecting the whole party. Here, though, each companion's morale affects their combat performance separately. They didn't give too many details yet, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on. Since Dark Heresy's core rules are similar to Rogue Trader, combat should feel familiar but with some refinements. Now, here's the part I'm super excited about, how Owlcat will handle the Inquisition. There's a ton of depth to the Inquisition in Warhammer 40K. Their motto is literally, innocence proves nothing, which basically means they aren't in the business of giving people the benefit of the doubt. Their job is to protect the Imperium from anything they consider a threat, and that usually involves some brutal decision-making. Owlcat has a great track record with moral dilemmas, so I would not be surprised if this game throws some really tough choices at us, probably making us pick between a few terrible outcomes. Sounds perfect for the grim darkness of the Warhammer universe, right? Okay, so Dark Heresy is coming to PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S, which is expected but still nice to have confirmed. And since Owlcat is also working on Rogue Trader DLC while developing this game, I'm really curious how much crossover we might see between the two. Anyway, that's what we know so far. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and I'll try to keep covering updates as we learn more. If this sounds like your kind of thing, like, subscribe, and stick around for more content like this.